Hey there! So, today let's talk about something that seems to be everywhere these days: supplements. You know, those little pills, powders, and drinks that promise to boost your health, give you more energy, or help you fill in the gaps in your diet. Whether it's multivitamins, fish oil, probiotics, or something more niche like ashwagandha or spirulina, supplements have become a big part of a lot of people's routines. But here's the thing: are they really necessary? Should everyone be taking them, or are there reasons to be cautious? And how do you even know if a supplement is good quality or if it's just a waste of money? That's what we're going to dive into today. Let's start with why people take supplements in the first place. I think the most common reason is probably to fill in nutritional gaps. We've all been there, right? Life gets busy, you're grabbing food on the go, and it's not always the most balanced meal. Maybe you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, or you're skipping out on certain food groups altogether. In situations like this, a multivitamin or a specific nutrient supplement can seem like an easy fix. It's like, hey, I didn't get enough calcium today, so I'll just pop a pill. And honestly, for some people, especially those with specific deficiencies or dietary restrictions, supplements can be really helpful. For example, if you're vegan, you might need to take a B12 supplement because it's hard to get enough of that from plant-based foods alone. Another big reason people take supplements is for health optimization. This is where it gets a little more specific. Maybe you've read that omega-3 fatty acids are good for heart health, so you start taking fish oil. Or you've heard that probiotics can help with digestion, so you add those to your routine. Some people are really into the idea of biohacking, using supplements to improve cognitive function, energy levels, or even mood. There's a lot of interest in supplements that are supposed to help with things like stress, sleep, or even athletic performance. Then there are the supplements that are marketed as a way to prevent chronic diseases. Think about antioxidants like vitamin C or E, which are often touted as ways to reduce your risk of heart disease or cancer. There's a lot of hope that taking these supplements will help protect against the wear and tear of aging or help you avoid certain health conditions altogether. But, and this is a big but, there are also some good reasons to be cautious about taking supplements. First of all, just because something is natural or comes in a vitamin bottle doesn't mean it's automatically safe. Supplements are not regulated by the FDA in the same way that medications are. This means that the quality, purity, and potency of supplements can vary a lot from one brand to another. In some cases, you might not even be getting what the label says you are. There have been studies where they tested supplements and found that some of them contained little to none of the active ingredient they claimed to have. Or worse, they contained harmful substances like heavy metals, pesticides, or even prescription drugs that weren't listed on the label. Another thing to consider is that more isn't always better. It's easy to think that if a little bit of something is good for you, then a lot must be even better, right? But that's not how it works. Some vitamins and minerals can be toxic at high doses. For example, too much vitamin A can cause liver damage, and excessive iron can be harmful, especially if you don't need it. Over-supplementation can lead to serious health issues, and it's something a lot of people don't think about when they're adding more and more supplements to their daily routine. There's also the issue of interactions. Supplements can interact with medications you're taking, sometimes in ways that can be dangerous. For instance, if you're on blood thinners, taking too much vitamin K could interfere with your medication. Or, if you're taking antidepressants, some supplements like St. John's wort can interact with those meds and lead to side effects. This is why it's so important to talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already taking other medications. So, how do you know if a supplement is good or not? This can be tricky, but there are a few things you can look out for. First, check check the label for third-party testing. Some reputable companies will have their products tested by independent labs to verify that what's on the label is actually in the bottle. Look for certifications from organizations like NSF International, Consumer Lab, or USP. These certifications can give you some assurance that the supplement has been tested for quality and safety. I personally take supplements made by Thorne. I know I can trust their sourcing and ingredients. Another tip is to do your research on the company that makes the supplement. Check if they have a good reputation, if they're transparent about their sourcing and manufacturing practices, and if they provide detailed information about their products. If a company is secretive or vague about where their ingredients come from or how their products are made, that's a red flag. You should also consider the form of the supplement. Some forms of vitamins and minerals are better absorbed by the body than others. For example, magnesium comes in several forms, like magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, and magnesium glycinate. Magnesium oxide is the cheapest form, but it's also the least bioavailable, meaning your body doesn't absorb it very well. On the other hand, magnesium citrate and glycinate are more easily absorbed. So, it's worth looking into which form of a supplement is the most effective before you buy it. And let's talk about dosage. You don't always need to take a full dose, especially if you're just trying to top up your intake of a certain nutrient. Sometimes a half dose is enough, and that can also help you avoid potential side effects or interactions. And remember, just because a supplement says daily dose doesn't mean you need to take it every single day. For some supplements, taking them a few times a week might be plenty. Now, what about food versus supplements? This is an important point to consider. Ideally, you want to get most of your nutrients from food rather than supplements. Whole foods are complex, and they contain not just vitamins and minerals, but also fiber, antioxidants, and other beneficial compounds that work together in ways we're still trying to fully understand. When you eat a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, you're not just getting isolated nutrients, you're getting a whole package that's designed by nature to support your health. There's also something to be said about the way our bodies absorb nutrients from food versus supplements. For example, the vitamin C you get from an orange isn't just vitamin C. It's part of a matrix that includes fiber, flavonoids, and other compounds that help your body use that vitamin C more effectively. When you take a vitamin C pill, you're missing out on all those other components, which means your body might not use it as efficiently. That said, there are times when supplements are necessary. If you have a diagnosed deficiency, a supplement can be a crucial part of getting your levels back to where they need to be. Pregnant women, for example, often need to take folic acid to help prevent birth defects, and people living in northern climates might need vitamin D during the winter months because they're not getting enough sunlight. And then there's the convenience factor. Let's be real, sometimes it's just easier to take a supplement than to try and overhaul your entire diet. If you're struggling to get enough omega-3s from fish, for example, a fish oil supplement might be a practical solution. Or if you're on the go and don't have time to eat as healthily as you'd like, a multivitamin can help fill in the gaps. But it's important to remember that supplements are just that, a supplement, not a replacement for a healthy diet. They're there to support your health, not to make up for poor lifestyle choices. If you're relying on supplements to make up for a diet that's heavy on processed foods and light on fresh produce, you're missing the bigger picture. The foundation of good health is a balanced diet, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and stress management. Supplements can help, but they're not a magic bullet. So, should you take supplements? It depends. There are definitely situations where they can be beneficial, but they're not necessary for everyone. If you're considering taking a supplement, do your research, choose high-quality products, and talk to a healthcare provider to make sure it's the right choice for you. And always remember that there's no substitute for a healthy, balanced diet. What do you think? Do you take supplements? Or are you thinking about starting? It's such a personal decision, and there's a lot to consider. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with supplements, so feel free to share them in the comments. And remember, no matter what you decide, the most important thing is to take care of your body in a way that works for you. I hope this video gave you some food for thought and helped you navigate the sometimes confusing world of supplements. Take care and stay healthy.